Hey guys, it's Ken Godevinus again today with Kenny's Carrots, episode number 20. I'm really excited about this short clip. It's called Fill the Earth and Subdue It. What does that really mean? Well, we get to listen to Christopher Watkin as he writes about it in his book, Biblical Critical Theory. I hope you enjoy it. Here goes the clip. In Genesis 1, God gives one command to humanity that he also issues to the sea creatures and birds. Be fruitful and increase in number. Genesis 1, 22 and 28. But a further command is given to Adam and Eve with no equivalent for the other creatures. After fill the earth, God continues, and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky and every living creature that moves on the ground. Verse 28. The command is further explained in chapter 2, verse 5, where we read, Now no shrub had yet appeared on the earth, and no plant had yet sprung up, for the Lord God had not sent rain on the earth, and there was no one to work the ground. What a curious turn of phrase. Of course, there was no one to work the ground. There was no one to do anything. What are we to make of this? It seems that God's intention from the beginning was that the ground would need to be worked, and that, so to speak, the ground was created in the state of to be worked from the outset. This is not a defect in creation, because Genesis 1 leaves us in no doubt that it was all very good. So what's going on? Well, Augustine tries to capture this idea in the language of seminal reasons included in creation, seeds of inherent potentiality that were to be cultivated and brought to full flowering by human stewardship. Meredith Kline explains chapter 2, verse 5 in the following ways. God's making the world was like a king planting a farm or a park or orchard into which God put humanity to serve the ground and to serve and look after the estate. Nancy Guthrie summarizes the creation account by saying that, quote, Eden was unspoiled, but also unfinished. It seems that God is co-opting Adam and Eve to participate in his creative work, making sure that creation has room left for them to flex their muscles of dominion and rulership. Theirs is not a work of primary creation, for only God takes the tohu wabohu and gives it form and fullness. And to assume that human creation parallels God's is to open the door to tyranny and totalitarianism. Rather than primary creation, the human task of working the ground is what some theologians have called improvisation, developing and creatively riffing on a theme already present in God's created order, following a dynamic of call and response between God and humanity in the way that it is inherently communal, in that we join with others and follow in the footsteps of previous improvisers. This idea finds an echo in C.S. Lewis's God in the Dock, where he describes life, quote, like a play in which the scene and the general outline of the story is fixed by the author, but uncertain minor details are left for the actors to improvise, end of quote. More prosaically, Richard Buckham calls Adam and Eve's rule over the other creatures a delegated participation in God's overseeing of his creation. Adam and Eve's task is to subdue the creation. They are to imagine what such a cared-for creation, according to God's plan, would look like, and then use their best agricultural and horticultural efforts to bring it about. Hope you enjoyed that. If you want more of these, please like our video and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Digging for Scriptural Gems.